Good evening, folks. This is Ras from Server 1222, and I've spent too much time picking apart fucking reports, so this is the short version. 2 points that need to be hammered home here. One, Server 1222 came together in force like we have not done since we lost Heck. I'm very proud of that. A recurring theme you will see in my presentation about this. Look at this top 7. Yep and UIT are represented 3 and 4 in an odd number. It's a 7. That's not 6-1. That's not 7-0. That's not 5-2. It's about as split as an odd number can be. So you can't look at one alliance and say, hey, you're not pulling your fucking weight. We really worked together on this. We got our asses kicked. We tried to take a throne on their server against an opponent that we shouldn't. And if you got hurt, it's my fucking fault because I didn't recognize how to fight a goddamn throne war. So I'm going to be helping you guys out if you got hurt today. But thank you for turning out. Hey, we've been bitching about boring opponents. By God, we didn't have one this time. These people were game. They were ahead. They were still coming over hitting. Everybody got plenty of points. A lot of people got max rewards out of this server war. So hats off to Server 1639. Thank you for a good fight. It definitely was not boring. So I'm not going to complain about getting the shit kicked out of us. Okay, let's get into the nut cutting of what happened. Okay, right there. It's been sending Furio. Been sending him way bills because, okay, god damn, this is ugly. Fuck. All right. So we go over there and we did this kind of last minute. We had one chance to keep the throne for 5 hours, or we were going to run out of time in SVS. We were pushed out. It was an all or nothing deal. We were behind. We're trying to win a throne war. This is Hail Mary Pass. So mostly Neff got a lot of people from UIT together, more than me and my wife were able to. Neff and Paco, they said, fuck yeah, we're not going to leave Pep stuck out like that. Let's go over there. Let's fucking do this. And so here we come. We go over to Yep, and we're piled in their throne. They're starting to rally the throne. We had this person picked out for a target, and didn't go too well for us. Keep in mind, most of us had tapped out all of our marches, reinforcing the fuck out of each other. And I'll show you how we did that in a minute. But so I'm not even sure what all got thrown here. I do know that their server is very good at this. That is 8 re-ins. I don't know if they had them in there. I count 10 seconds and I send a rally. So there's 7 players in this rally. I'm not even going to count the person who led the rally because it could just as easily have been Pepper Shoot that led the rally. I just decided to lead the rally. Pep led the rally into the throne. So I'm not going to count the rally caller. There's 6 players that joined the rally. There's 1, 2, 3 UIT, 1, 2, 3 Yep. If you count the rally caller, it's an odd number. Then it's 3 and 4. But of the people who joined, it's 3 and 3. That is even. It wasn't 5 and 1. It wasn't 4 and 2. It was even as it could be. We are working as a team. Each alliance is pulling the weight, trying to fucking do this. So we're working as a team. Great. Great thing to see. Still fucking lost, but hey, okay. Now they push us out of the throne, and it hurt them doing it, but I'm not going to go into what we put in there, how we could have mixed our troops better. The main takeaway of this, next time we go to another alliance, or another server to try to take a throne, we will not do it against an opponent who can march this in their counterattack on their server where they can throw 3 and 4 fucking rallies at us, like we're going to show that they did. We're not going to do it against an opponent who is alive, awake, and alert. We're going to try to do it against an opponent who is asleep or is just too fucking scared to try to push us out, which, we'll know by Saturday night if they're that type of opponent. And the next time we do it, we're going to march more than this as the rally leader that takes the throne, and the rally cap will be larger than this. And we will do it against an opponent who, if they do counterattack, it will be smaller than this. We will need more of a mismatch to take an enemy throne on their server. This was if they were awake and they were smart, which they were, we didn't fucking have it. We just didn't fucking have it. It didn't matter what the troop mix was. If you want to know the particulars of this report, I've got it. And it's another video to pick it apart. But again, okay. If you don't count the rally leader, there's 11 people in there. That's an odd number. So shit. If you don't count the rally leader, which Pep led the rally, then there's 10 players in there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 UIT, and, that's unfair. Okay. We'll count the rally leader. Of 11 players, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So out of 11, a 5 and 6 mix is as close as you can get to 50-50 as possible. It wasn't 8-3. It wasn't 9-2. Everybody's working together. Fuck, what did I do? So, everybody's involved. Everybody is hands-on. We're working together as a team. We have not done that since we lost Heck. So, unfortunately, we went and picked on somebody who could kick our asses, and that's what happened. Now, this is what I'm sorry about, and I've been sending waybills, and I'm encouraging people to do this. This is half the reason I'm making the video, because I want these players that bled. This is the closest thing I can give you to a Purple Heart, man, and I hope that everybody finds it in the kindness of their heart to help these wounded veterans of Server 1222. Scolati, he stands up to him. It's a bit of a loss. They threw 3 and 4 rallies, zeroed him with the second one. That is a lot of SOL, and you can't send SOL, but we can send resources and healing speed ups through waybills, just helping get back what clears hospital. But man, that's a lot of SOL. So this was very much casualty ridden, bloody shit. But again, you don't count the person who got hit. They don't count as a reinforcement. So there's 5 reinforcements. That's 1, 2, 3 UIT, 1, 2 yet. Out of 5, the 3 and 2 is a split. So that's even. We're working as a team. All right. At that point, there were a lot of players over there. There were like 11 players over there. Everybody had a march in the throne. We just threw a rally at them. Everybody was tapped out for marches. So, the fact that a UIT person had 2 yet people in there for reinforcement, we're working as a team. Nobody's being hung out to dry. Not yet. Okay. Paulie stood up to him. real well, beat him on the first one. And the second one cleared him. Yeah, we should not have gone over there and picked this fight. I'm sorry, Paulie, man, walking you into this shit. we did not know what the fuck we were doing. We really didn't. I mean, this has panned out in the reports. It was fun. I'm glad we could work together. So I don't want to. I hate to see people get hurt, motherfucker. Okay. But again, can't count the guy that got hit. So he doesn't count as a reinforcement. Well, I mean, he's there, he counts, but I mean, he's not a reinforcement. The rest of the team came together to reinforce. There's 6 reinforcements. There's 1, 2, 3 UIT, 1, 2, 3 yet. That is the first even number that we have. It is completely even. Okay. So we're working together as a team. Now, Paulie is zeroed. At this point, we have told everyone, go home. There's no need to stick around and get zeroed. So no one is a coward for running at this point. We told them, hey, there's no reason to stick around and get zeroed. Paco got out of there before they got him. My wife got out of there before they got him. Titus got out of there before they got him. Okay, again, 3 people, 2 from one alliance, 1 from the other one. We're fairly represented in odd numbers. Mixture. Okay. At that point, Paulie's out of there, he's zeroed. Paulie's out of there, he's zeroed. At that point, it is the 6 of us left. We could have gotten out of there, but the guard had just left his keep there, and he went to work because, you know, we got people from all over the world. He lives in Turkey. You know, we've got people from Germany over there. We've got people from Albania over there. We've got Americans over there. We're all on different time zones, so he made his contribution, being in the throne, reinforcing people. Okay, he was bleeding enough, but if we took off and left him over there and fled to safety, then they would have just picked him apart, zeroed him, and then, you know, we've got to live for the rest of our life on our server where he's like, hey, that's fucked up, man. You just left me over there to get zeroed, man. So the 6 of us stuck around and left reinforcements for Nagard. Pep decided she wasn't leaving. She's going to stick around, try to take that throne. So we all stuck around for Pep. We weren't just going to leave her hanging out. So you had pretty much what is the 6 strongest keeps on 1222 over there. We are the last of the Mohicans. All right. This next part. So, the bloodbath continues, and this time it's Neff getting hit, and she's standing up to him pretty fucking well. She's standing up to him better than anybody has so far. She's not a 2-tap. She's still kicking their asses. She's not a 3-tap. She's still winning. And she's a 4-tap. That is a lot of SOL. She was a brave soul sticking around. And here's the situation. Shoot and Dior weren't in there. I don't think anybody expected that they would be. So the I guess I should thank everybody for not cussing each other out and calling each other names and zeroing each other yourselves. You acted pretty civilly. I guess this is the nicest way that the beef between you could manifest itself. The three that were there for Neff, I mean, there were three of us, and there's two UIT and one. Yeah, thank you, Pep, for being there. It ain't funny, man. It had nothing to do with me or my wife. I'm gonna shut the fuck up about it. There it was. I addressed it. That was the one hiccup in all of it. Aside from that, we worked really well as a team together, and I'm proud of 1222. Next time we do it, we'll be smarter about who we pick a throne war with and why, and I think Neff's probably just going to stay home and stay bubbled, and fuck. Yeah, well, till that last hiccup, everything was going great. Everybody was getting along great, doing good, and you know what? I guess that's about the nicest way that one of the beefing parties could give the other one the finger. Y'all please help Neff out and recover from that. She did bleed pretty hard for the whole effort, and she was very instrumental in getting more numbers than just me and my wife coming over for the throne war. Yeah, I'm going to shut the fuck up about that and leave that alone and get away from it. 16 minutes, 52 seconds. Son of a bitch. I'm ahead of schedule.